good, everybody? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Guys, reading today Matthew. And there's just so much right here in this page. I highlighted almost like everything that just stood out for me, as you guys can see. Hold on, let me see. There you go. There's a lot. And honestly, I'm just going to go through what is like calling me, basically. And I'll just read the highlighter. This is the first time I've ever done this, but I'm going to do it today. It says, Jesus said to him, I will come and I will heal him. Just give an order and my boy will be healed. That was the faith that captain had. So what happened there was that the captain came to see Jesus to tell him that if he can heal his boy, because his boy was sick. And when Jesus basically tells him, okay, let's go heal your boy, he tells him, like, you know what, I'm not worthy of you. Like, I'm not worthy that you come to my house. And I'm assuming it's because of like the sins. Like, he just felt ashamed, probably felt embarrassed about the way he's been living life, but he went and asked for help. And he goes like, you know what, just command it, like, just command it like I would command like my workers, basically, or his, like, I tell them to do this and then they do it, or I tell them to do that and they do it. Because like, all you have to do is just say it and it'll be done. And Jesus was astonished with, like, so much faith, like that kind of faith, to be like, all you have to do, Lord, is say it, declare it, and I know it's done already. And that was like, it's powerful because it's what I'm learning right now. It's like we create our world, with the words we say, right? And Mark was talking about this the other day too. It's like, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And I'm going like, okay, well, like, where was his heart at? Like the belief system that he had. He's just like, all you have to do is declare it, Lord, and I know it's gonna be done. So when Jesus hears this, he's astonished, and he's like, you know what? Well, let it be done. And it's right here. Watch. He says, then Jesus said to the captain, go home now. As you believed, so let it be. And at that moment, his servant was healed. So, I guess I hear this all the time. And I truly believe it's like what we struggle with the most. Because you see, I was having this conversation with my mom yesterday, and I was basically telling her, like, like how I grew up. The belief systems that I grew up with, what I believed was possible and what I believed wasn't possible, what I believed was basically like, it's basically generational curses, to be honest. And it was a thing that I believed that, oh, life is just like this for us. And it's like, if it goes back to right here, it says, if that's what you believe, so let it be. So what does that tell you? That tells you that our belief systems is what's going to determine what's going to be done to us. What we allow. And it all goes back to like what coach and everybody teaches me is like declaring. Like, you have to declare it. The more closer I'm getting to the word and everything, I start to see how my mind will try to play tricks on me and tell me, like, because I have been a little down the last couple of days, and it's because it's always like that. Like, the closer you're getting to it, like, I know I'm right around the corner. I know I'm almost there to, like, getting where I want to be, which is, honestly, it's going to be the thing I desire the most. It's just peace. It's peace of mind. It's being comfortable with myself. To be, and I've been practicing a lot, guys. Like, yesterday I just had the urge to go out and like to buy things, and I was like, I had to stop myself, and I had to sit down, and I was just like, what am I feeling? Like, why is it that when it's like if I was trying to run away from myself, you know? Like, if I was like back in the day, I would run away to the alcohol. I would run away to whatever, that pleasure was at the moment. You see, yesterday I did this on purpose. I basically ate all my, my calories, and I counted my macros and everything, but I ate it sooner than later. Why? Because I wanted to put myself to the test during like that pressure. So my last meal was somewhere around, like to say like 3, 4. I think it was like 3:30, and that was my last meal. And I was like, okay. Usually I have it like around 6, 7, whatever. But I was like, I'm gonna have it sooner today. Why? Because I want to challenge the flesh. Like, I really want to go at it with the flesh and be like, okay. Because those are the tests. When it comes out of you, like the urge to need to put something in to feel good. And I took it. I took it like a champ. I'm gonna be honest with you. I went and bought my kids pizza. I watched them eat, and I had a cup of water with lemon, you know? And then I went into my room. I went to sleep earlier. Well, I went to sleep at the same time, but because my times have changed now. But as I was feeling all those feelings and stuff like that, I was just kind of like embodying it and being with myself to where I was doing my breathing, and once I started getting into like flow state, like just that state before you go to sleep, there's a word for it. I can't remember right now. I'll be sure to tap in with that. But as soon as I was getting in there, I started to experience like everything's okay. Everything's just fine. Like, it was me inside my own mind, and everything in the outside was just bliss. Everything was bliss. Everything was fine. I wasn't even thinking about what I had to do, or just like the urge to grab your phone and to be honestly continuously just looking at it, looking at other people on Facebook, or looking at other people on Instagram, or just like anything, like absorbing anything. I was just like, you know what? Like, I just want to be at peace. And I found it. I went straight into bliss. I went straight into that high frequency. And nothing felt like more perfect than just being still. And I remember repeating in my head, it's from the Bible, and it said, be still and know that I am God. And I was just like meditating on that. And before you know it, like, I don't know, it was like a world in a world, like Jesus says it, like in his house there will be many mansions. What does that mean? State of minds. Mansions are like the state of mind that you're in. So, and it clicked. It made so much sense, because I'm like, it's true. Like, how many state of minds do we have? Depending on how we feel. But it all comes down to it. I got this new book and I'm reading it right now, and it's like, there is no way you can be. He says it. He goes like, there's no way you can be spiritual and not take care of the holy temple where the Holy Spirit lives. And it clicked. It's like, how many of you guys out there have seen? They may be very spiritual, but they can't. They have made their stomach gods. Like, they worship their stomachs. And I get to see that a lot, and it says it in Proverbs too. Like, I can't remember the words he uses on Proverbs, but I know he says something about like foolish. Like, you worship your stomachs. Like, you don't worship the Lord. So you can say, Lord, 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 all you want. But your actions are determining what what you value. What do you value? Like, my spiritual journey is only like, it's the thing that's helping me the most with my body. Because I want to be at peace and I want to be one with God. And I want to be like, I just want to be okay. And everything is telling you like, okay, like there's always going to be like some sort of like you make an action and then you get the consequence right after the action. So when you make your action, depending on what it is, there's gonna be like feedback. There's gonna be a consequence like right after it, whether that be good, whether that be bad. But there's gonna be something there. So as I start to discipline, not only because it's not only my body but my mind. Because at the end of the day, this is the truth, and the truth will set you free. Check it out. You don't have a food problem. You don't have like an overeating problem. You don't have like insecurity problem. You don't have any of those things that we think we do. What it really all comes down to is mindset. You have a weak mindset. Therefore, that's why you can't keep your word to yourself. Therefore, that's why you don't even try. Because some people are trying. It's alright, they're trying. Some people won't even try. Some people's ego gets so much in the fucking way that they'll even say like, nah, that's not even for me. That's not who I am. It's fake. Like, the fact that you can't commit, it talks about it in the Bible, like the covenant, right? Like when you commit to your wife, you get married. That's like a pact. You do it, you, your wife, and God. That you basically, you promise, you make a pact that you guys will be there for each other, and top, lows, whatever. And that's the kind of pact like that God wants with us, like that we'll be with him when it's good, when it's bad, when we're up, when we're down, and not just when you need something. Like, back a couple months, my son was in the hospital, and you know what? I had total faith that he was gonna be all right. Like, I literally would visualize him at the house, even though he was away, and I didn't feel any sort of guilt. Why? Because I had started my journey back like in November of last year to pray to God every day in the morning, and I didn't feel guilt at all. Like, I felt like I felt like the truth, right? Like, it was a test. It was testing my faith. And that's what it really is. Like, it's testing your faith. And I didn't feel bad because I was like, before I would feel bad when you never go to God and something happens in your life and there you are. There you are praising him on your knees and basically like, oh God, I'm going to change and help him. And you're trying to like negotiate with him, right? And I've done that before in the past, and that's why I know, like, I didn't feel that. I felt peace. I was like, you know what? He's using this. Maybe it's for my wife. Maybe it's for my mom. I don't know how he was using it, but I knew within me that everything was gonna be all right. I knew it, and it's basically, it was basically just a test, guys. But it feels good when you have a communication with them, because it gives you guys peace of mind. You're not over there flipping, tripping, and imagining like the worst possible outcome. You're not doing that because you have faith. You believe. And that's what many of us lack. It's like the belief that everything's going to be all right. I'm not where I want to be. I am not. But I know I'm on the right path to it. I know that I'm working continuously on myself to become a better version of myself so I can give more. You see, in order to give more, you must become more. Everything's starting to click. The books are starting to click. And it all comes down to, I was just reading it this morning too. It's like, it says right here. So he cured. He cured. What was it? Took down fever, left go. He had cured leprosy, I believe. Here it is. Okay, yeah, the cure of a leper, and basically when he cures him, he goes like, Jesus said to him, "See that you do not tell anyone, but go to the priest and have yourself declared clean, and offer the gift that Moses ordered as proof of it." That was it, you know. But anyways, guys, happy Sunday. I guess the true message is sacrifice. Sacrifice your old life for your new life. The best you is already in you. All you need to do is to sacrifice. Give up the pleasure for your purpose. Give up the pleasure for your purpose, and you're going to feel fucking amazing. You're going to be vibing. I feel great, and it's because I'm keeping my word to myself. Because I have a coach that's teaching me and is basically telling me like, this is what you got to do. And I don't think anymore. I have I have 3 of the best coaches. First one is God. And then I got my coach Mike, and then I got Coach V. And honestly, with them on my corner, I know I'm going to be doing amazing. This is only the beginning. Like transformations, I'm going to be transforming pretty soon. More and more, and just keep on building. Yeah, stacking my wins. That's what I'm doing. All right, guys. Have a good one. Happy Sunday.